Welcome to the Exactly podcast, where we talk about life, business and economy here in Spain. Exactly is set up here in Spain to deal with entrepreneurs, businesses, taxes, finances, accounting, bookkeeping and all things technical to do with your business and your personal life here in Spain. Join us today where we'll be speaking with Rob de Haan. Rob is an entrepreneur and Dutch businessman in Spain with many years of experience. Amongst other things, he has one of the biggest car parking businesses in the Alicante area. We'll be talking about his business and his journey to where he is now.
Okay then, Rob, so you've got multiple businesses here in Spain. You've been here for quite a long time now. What was your initial reason for coming to Spain and changing from Holland? You came from Holland initially,
from Holland,
right?
Yeah, the initial thing was actually that about the weather. The weather was of course,
and the cheap beer.
And the cheap, yeah. But most of the time the weather was horrible in Holland. It was always grey and rainy. Only the summertime is normally, it's a bit better, but also even in the summertime you can have a lot of rain. But that was the main reason actually for me, and the cheaper indeed, what you say, because the cost of living in Holland were so high. Mm-hmm. And also the work, the businesses in Holland, it was all so everything was already a little bit occupied, mm-hmm. and it became harder and harder to earn a living actually, and the cost went up enormously. So that was actually the main reason, and I saw a nice apartment in Spain. I started in Benitachell, close to Moreira, so we bought an apartment over there. So we went the first 2 years to Spain only to have a little break.
For holidays,
holidays. And after those 2 years, actually we noticed that we liked it so much, so we bought our second house actually in La Nucia.
Okay.
And after 2 years, we decided to go to Spain. And
did you always have the idea that you were going to move your businesses to Spain when you initially bought the properties? Was it more a case that you were thinking these were just going to be, like holiday homes, or was it always in the planning that you might eventually move your businesses to Spain?
No, not really, because actually I had the same business in Holland. I did VIP transfers in Holland. It was quite a big business I had, but the possibility to grow there in Holland wasn't there anymore, because all the traffic jams and mm-hmm. the congestions, and I couldn't grow anymore. So this was also one of the reasons that I thought, okay, I like this job very much, and I think I can do it in Spain as well, and see what's gonna happen there. And that was actually the reason, and the weather, the combination of driving actually and the sunshine close to the coast.
Yeah,
that was actually
I was going to ask that about the area. Obviously, we're based on the Costa Blanca. Was it always this area that you were looking at as well, or how did you stumble on this area? Because when I first moved to Spain, I moved here because my parents moved here, so I followed. They tried to escape me, and I followed them. I never had heard of Albeer previously, or Altea. Is this an area that's known in Holland? Because there's a lot of Dutch people relocating. A lot of Dutch
people live here in Altea and Albeer.
And Valencia too is popular.
Valencia too. So this was also actually that I started to look around in this area. I was also looking Costa del Sol, but for some reason it didn't attract me too much actually to go to the Costa del Sol. So I decided to go to Costa Blanca. It was also a bit cheaper here, so so all those things together, I decided to come here.
Yeah, they seem to be the main sort of concentrations, don't they? The Costa del Sol and the Costa Blanca, they're the main areas. And what about when you first started your businesses then? Was that sort of, how did that go? What kind of problems did you encounter, if any, or was it quite smooth for you from the start?
No, the start was really difficult actually, because what I said, I had a VIP transfer business actually, with all kind of licenses, and it was all good arranged in Holland. And when I came here to Spain, the first thing what I saw was actually that there was no help from the town hall or from the state to open actually your business. So this was pretty difficult in the beginning, and but finally, with some cooperation with other companies, I could make a little start in this business, and finally I got my license, but much after that actually. So
I think it can be difficult. A lot of people when they first move into Spain, like you say, there's not that initial help, is there? And there's so much different information online. A lot of it's confusing or outdated. So to actually start from nothing with a new system really can be quite difficult.
It was really difficult, So, but okay, you don't give up. I couldn't give up because this was my passion. I wanted to do this, and I just continued. And finally I got what I wanted to do, and also I opened later the parking business on Alicante Airport. And it was also not easy. You have to find your own piece of land. You have to make some office actually where you start the business, because I started from scratch and it was totally nothing. So I started with a porter cabin and with a generator on diesel for electricity, and I wrote my first contracts by hand actually. And
how long ago are we talking now when you first started your businesses in Spain?
This was around the parking business was around 2011. So this is 15 years ago.
And you weren't affected negatively by the sort of crash with the properties. I think that might have been a little bit before then, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't.
But since then we've had COVID and all those kind of things. So it's been a difficult 10 or 15 years for running business anywhere in the world, isn't it?
Absolutely, it was. But I have to say, it was okay. When I started this parking business, I grew slowly, but finally now after 15 years, I'm quite established, if I can say this.
Was that a natural progression from your previous knowledge with the VIP stuff and the transfer stuff? Was a car park always something that you thought, No,
it was not really actually what I did in Holland. So, but I saw actually some examples on the airport. I was, of course, a lot of times on the airport, and I saw a few parking businesses at that moment. And I saw only one who did the meet and greet at departures. And this was actually for me like an eye-opener. This is a good business. Actually, this is what people like to do, because they don't want to drive in a shuttle bus. They really want to have the car at departures, and
like a full service kind of thing.
Full service.
So this is Euro Parking, and this is at Alicante Airport. And when we're talking about that business, that's your first one really in Spain then. And that's obviously grown over 15 years. What size is that now in regards to, for example, how many parking spaces do you have there? Is it one of the bigger ones now in the area?
I think we are one of the bigger ones. I think at the moment we have now 68,000 square meters of land to park cars. So it's about 3,000 cars we can park. And we have 6,000 square meters indoor for people who wants to have the car indoors.
Wow, yeah.
And we have a shaded area. It's also about 8,000 square meters now. And we are still expanding because the people really want this covered parking more and the indoor parking than instead of outside parking because of the sun.
I guess this is more the long-term clients. Is it a combination? So with Euro Parking, you can, if I'm right, you can park your vehicle long-term, but you can also do short stays and things like that as well. It's a combination.
It's a combination, You can park from one day till, some clients are already from the beginning, from 2011. They still park with us, so they are already 14, 15 years with us.
Fantastic.
So they extend every time their annual contract actually with us.
Brilliant.
So
And do you have with that business? You have staff, of course, because you do the shuttle service and it's a complete service. How has that been for you working with staff in Spain? And I guess the question is, this not being our country, are you working with Spanish guys, Dutch guys, a combination of different nationalities? How are you finding staff and dealing with staff in Spain? Has that been a challenge, or has that been
It's been a challenge,
smooth?
yeah. In the beginning, I worked quite a lot with Dutch people because, that was close to me, of course. Because I'm Dutch.
Same way of thinking as well.
Same way of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
But after a few years, we stepped actually over more to British employees.
Mm-hmm.
I think they are quite, I have to say, they are quite loyal. They're quite good in their work. They're quite serious, actually. But also we have still some Dutch people and German and a Spanish employee. So it's actually a mixture.
Multicultural then. Fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah.
And then with the parking then, so that was a success, of course. So that led on then to give you the opportunity to do more business, or clearly you're very entrepreneurial. You're not stopping with one business. No. What came next after the car park?
After the car park, we started with the car hire, actually, car rental business. But this is not so really big because this is also one of the challenges, especially about 5-10 years ago. It wasn't that easy to open a business in car rental because it was not easy to get cars, more cars, like 10, 20, 30 or 40 cars. And this business is actually that to make more the mass of rentals, then you can earn a little bit more. But but I finally stayed now with 9 cars to rent out. Mm-hmm. And for me, this is okay. And it's a good combination actually on the car park. So we have the cars on the car park and they can clean the cars over there. And we give them to the clients as well.
So it's all connected in the same sort of industry.
Yeah, absolutely.
What about any challenges with the insurance side of things? Because we've started moving into insurances now. It's obviously there's a lot of scope for insurance. How did you get on with the insurance side with the vehicles? Because as I understand it, that can be quite a challenge as well.
It's also challenging. Yeah, this is also challenging. At the moment, I just I did renting. I'm renting 4 cars now, 3 Toyota Yaris and 1 Nissan Qashqai. But these companies only provide me with like a basic insurance.
Yeah.
So I want to have a full collision damage waiver on it, but this is a little bit difficult. So I'm now trying to get on another company the extra insurance on the basic insurance. Yeah. Because it feels for myself a little bit safer. Yeah. You can solve it with to put the how do you call this? The franquicia, a little bit higher for the clients. Yeah. This is not what clients actually want. They want to have more like a no worry.
Yeah, like a peace of mind.
Yeah. So this is a little bit difficult. So this is also one of the challenges I have to expand the rental car business.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Very good. Yeah. And then from there, one of the other ones that's of interest to me, and I'm not really sure how much you're doing this these days, but you also have the golf simulator.
The golf simulator,
which,
correct.
Is that still a business that you're running, or is that more of like out of your own love of golf and more of a hobby / business?
It's more like a hobby. In the beginning, we had actually quite a lot of clients when we opened. But the thing is that you have to be there daily as well.
Yeah.
And you have to have actually more like a scratch handicap.
Yeah.
And this is not what I have. I'm still a golfer like 15, 16 handicap. So I had in the beginning, I had a scratch golf player, teacher.
Like a coach,
Like a coach. And then it was pretty good. But it's difficult. He did his own business later on. And so I see it now more like a hobby. It's still there, and I practice 2-3 times a week there. But it's not really like a business, more like a hobby.
Yeah, I guess one of the beauties of living in Spain is the need to play inside is not really that high, is it? And when we've got 300 and something days of sunshine, and we've got so many nice golf courses, it's nice to get out and
that's true. That's true. That's what I hear a lot of people that they say. Rather I'm outside in the sun, and actually, for some things, it's good to be on the simulator, when you want to hit more your driver, in Albier there is a little cancha, a little compound actually there. But you can't hit your driver, of course, there. And also further down the other golf courses, you also can't use your driver. So actually, quite a lot of people come still to us and they want to try the driver out in the golf simulator. Yeah.
And what else do you do, if you don't mind me asking this, on a personal level? You work very hard, your businesses are really successful. You're not stopping on that front. There's more things to talk about in a moment with regards to your investments in your properties. But what do you do for downtime? What's fun like for Rob in Spain?
What we just talked about, actually, golf.
Golf.
Quite a lot of golf. And I do since 2 years now CrossFit in Albier, together with my wife. She introduced me actually to CrossFit.
Who's better?
She's actually better,
Yeah, but you don't tell her that.
No, I don't tell her, of course. She will know now. But of course,
we'll cut that bit out.
But this is really what I do a lot, and a lot of walking with our new dog. We just have our dog since 2 months, so we make a lot of walks.
There's some nice trails around, isn't there?
Yeah.
And the CrossFit side of things, that's really popular nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah.
A lot of people doing that. I don't think I could do that.
No, it's
really too much effort.
Intense, and it's really, really hard.
Yeah.
But it's good now. I notice after a few years actually that you get really stronger. And in the beginning, it was really too hard actually. Everywhere we had muscle pains and tours of your muscles, and but okay, it's now.
Now you get used to it.
Get used to it, yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
And what about then? So we're in Altea, close to Albier, but you've also then started to branch out into some investments in properties in and around the area.
Yeah.
And is this going to be another new business for you?
Yeah, we try to make there a new business from, and we bought already an apartment in Albier, which we rent out on short-term basis. And we are planning to buy another apartment in Albier, and we also want to rent this out. But this apartment is ready in 1.5 years.
This is a big renovation of a former hotel, right?
Yeah, it's a former hotel, exactly. And this will be ready in 1.5 years. So then let's see how this will...
Is the idea to build that portfolio further and
try to do it, try to do it. I don't know. I can't work, of course, on Euro parking my whole life. So I'm now 59 years old. So I hopefully can stop with this in a few years. But I don't mind if I have to go on, of course, because it's still my passion.
Yeah.
But then I try to do more on this part of business to rent out the properties.
Nice. Fun.
Yeah.
And what about, sorry to bring up the rotten topic of taxes and things like that. How do you find the taxes in Spain? And with your structure at the moment currently, you're working under SLs, like a limited company, or a BV, they call it in Holland, right?
BV.
A BV in Holland, or a limited company in the UK. But we're looking to make some changes and then create a holding for you to try and make things more tax efficient.
That's a good thing,
Yeah, that's a common thing in Holland, to have a holding.
It's not really a common thing, I think. Only I think for people who have more businesses like me, I think also they do this. I think here in Spain, it's not really a common thing. I never heard of it actually in Spain, that people do this a lot in Spain about a holding. But for me, I think it's a perfect idea to reduce the tax a bit.
Bring all the companies under one umbrella.
Because also the company of my wife, she's having a ophthalmology clinic.
Mm-hmm.
We also bring this LTD of her also into the holding. So this could be a good thing. And if I want in the future want to sell one of those businesses, it's also reduced in paying taxes actually when you sell the business.
Yeah, a lot of benefits. And
a lot of benefits.
Tax efficiency is what everyone's looking for.
Absolutely.
So we've got Euro parking, we've got the eye doctor, the investment properties, the golf. Is there anything else going on? Is there room for anything else in your life, business-wise? That's about it.
I think it's enough. Yeah, it's enough. Yeah, I have so many other ideas actually to do. I just told it to your colleague. I was even thinking to open a business, maybe like an idea business that people can come to me and look at some ideas what we still can do here in Spain.
Yeah.
Because there are so many opportunities.
Yeah.
To earn money in Spain.
That was going to be my next question because I think there's a lot of difference in opinion. We put things on social media and it obviously gauges a lot of opinion, not all of it positive about life in Spain. Life in Spain, from a lifestyle perspective, it goes without saying it's lovely, but there's a lot of negativity surrounding business in Spain and the taxes and social security fees, understandably so. Yeah. But a lot of the time then it's about finding the right idea and finding the right structure, I think.
Exactly. I think there is not so much difference between taxes in Holland or in the UK or in Spain. I think it's pretty similar. Yeah. Maybe it differs a little bit with maybe a little bit more deduction in Holland or in the UK than here in Spain. But still, I think it's more about you don't need to look that much at the taxes. I think when you have a good idea and you earn money with it, of course, you always have to pay taxes.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you can do this on a good way and with a good partner who's doing this for you, that you can work smoothly every day, that you not have to worry about if you forgot something about your taxes or about deductions. And this is why I like so much to work together with you guys. To do this for me, actually.
It's great to hear that you like working with us. I know Luis is your accountant. He couldn't be with us today, but I know he's had a good hand in looking after your business. You've got a good relationship, and hopefully we try to be proactive, as we always say when we're talking to new clients. We understand it's not our native system or our native country. Indeed, there's a lot of differences between Spain and the UK and Holland. So the whole idea is to try and be proactive and guide. And like you mentioned earlier, work as a partnership, not be reactive and wait for a problem and then try and fix it. But let's try and find tax efficient ways.
This is actually exactly the way how we work on in my businesses as well. We always think about what could happen if we don't do this or we do that, that we can be proactive on some issues. Yeah. And this helps a lot. And I think in Spain, not many people think about this, but this is really important. And especially also with the tax issues and with everything on the social security issues, it's very good to be proactive in those things. Yeah. And then you can manage actually all. Yeah.
Yeah. So with your experience, years now of experience, obviously in Holland and in Spain, and complete success, but you still say, if I was to ask you an honest question for an honest answer, is this a good place to be to start a new business or start a new venture, whether that be as a freelancer or with a company in mind, you would still say it's a good place. It offers good.
It's a good place. Yeah, it's absolutely a good place. I think if you have a good idea, you're on top of it every day. You are proactive. You hire the right people, but you have to be every day on top of it, actually. And then nothing can go wrong. I think it's when the idea is good, then it can't go wrong.
Yeah, I agree, and it's a combination of having a good idea. But you have to have the right work ethic, don't you? A lot of the time, we've seen over the years that people relocate to Spain and can't quite balance the lifestyle with the work.
Also,
as we say, no pay, no play. You have to earn your beer first, and that comes with work. A lot of times,
sometimes what people forget. Yeah, they come to Spain and they think, okay, it's fiesta every day. And they forget actually the work involved to it. So you have to be on top of it. Yeah. But I think also on the other side, there are so many opportunities in this country which easily can be filled in by expats actually, because the language is often very important. And when we speak Dutch, English, or French, or German, this is a really, really good thing. And people who live here, the expats who live here, they prefer to be served in their own language, of course.
Yeah.
And this is already a very, very big benefit.
Yeah, for sure. And it's certainly not with any disrespect to Spain, and we love the country and the whole thing about Spain, but indeed it's that communication, isn't it? When you're unsure about something, to hear it in your own language and get the benefits of living in Spain, but also the support in your own language, I think. And what we said earlier, having peace of mind is really important, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so thanks for coming in today, Rob. Thanks for taking part in our first podcast. It's been interesting. It's been fun. It's always nice to have a chat. So how can guys find you? How can clients find you now if they want to engage in your services?
Thank you very much inviting me.
It's been a pleasure.
And they can find me on the socials, Facebook pages, Smile Rent-A-Car, Costa Blanca Express, and Euro Parking Alicante. And they can find me, of course, on the website pages, www.europarkingalicante.com and www.smilerentacar.com and www.costablancaexpress.com.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. And then, of course, we'll include some links and different bits and pieces for people so they can find you easily. But it's been a pleasure, Rob. Hopefully we do this again. Next time, maybe we can do it out near the beach with a beer in our hand or something like that. But
it would be very nice.
It's been a pleasure, and it's great to see your business is going good, and great that we can support you, and long may it continue.
You too. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rob.
Chris. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.